So hello and welcome friends to our channel Intro Mech, and here we discuss about basic mechanical engineering concepts. So guys, we are discussing about the selection criteria for the solenoid valves. In our previous sessions we have covered all the important parameters based on which you should select a solenoid valve. Now in this session we will see some online tools through which you can select the solenoid valve. So without wasting time, let's get started. So now you can see SMC is one of the leading manufacturer of the pneumatic components. So this is a standard selection PDF given by the SMC. I will drop the PDF link into the comment section. So let's check out what it is. The process valve model selection one, you could see they have just summarized the things. Now here the media is air. The action, you can see the direct operated and the pilot operated, and then the series. That means when you go to select some valve, if you know that the media is air and direct operated, you can go with these series. Now again there are different series and will be having different sizes and different ports. So they have also mentioned what are the available port sizes and what are the available one touch fittings. So they have just summarized all the things over here, right? When we have a pilot operated valves also, and their series they have mentioned, right? And then the fittings given over here. And well, then we have a vacuum, then the low vacuum, medium vacuum, high vacuum. Then again we have direct operated, external pilot. So which series we can go, and then the applicable port size chart they have mentioned over here, right? Because each material, then we have a water, then water again we have different series, direct operated, pilot operated, which series is suitable. And then the remarks are given over there. Heated water we have, then oil we have, then high pressure compressed air, coolant, dust, chemicals, so all these things they have just given in a collected form. Now solenoid valve flow rate characteristics. Now we know that CV is most of the important parameters, so they have just given the summarized form that how to indicate the flow rate characteristics. So here we can see they have given a chart, the pneumatic equipment over here, and the indications over here. We have the CV and then the kV values which we have discussed. What are the conform standards they have given? So according to the standards they have given some calculation tools. We have already seen these things, right? And they have mentioned what is the meaning of CB. You can read those things. This is again a summarized form, the summarized PDF. And we have a formula which we have seen, right? So that is choke flow, then subsonic flow. There are different types of flows, and then we have a graph. They have given a graph for C and B values, and what is the test method, that how they have found out these values. Then the effective area S, and how to calculate this area, how it is dependent on the flow rate, the choke flow, subsonic flow. Then we have flow coefficient, the CV factor, how the CV factor has been defined, what is the formula for CV factor, what are the parameters involved in the CV factor. So all these things are mentioned in this PDF. This is very important, and the formulae are given for different parameters. The correlation is given, how they have found out this thing. And then we have a test method, the test circuit according to the standards. So they have found out these values with the help of standards. And then we have a graph of flow rate characteristics, right, for the saturated steam over here. So these graphs will be different for different material, as we know. So we have a for air graph, then we have a saturated steam, and the flow rate characteristics, right? So this is the for water. So they have also mentioned how to read the graph. So all these things are mentioned over here, and these graphs can also be helpful. So you can check out this PDF. I will drop a link into the comment section. So this is one of the summarized PDF available for the selection. Now let's check out another tool, the SMC solenoid wall selection guide. You can just type in the Google and you will get a product selection guide. So let's go on to the product selection guide. Now you can see the product selection guide for different things like actuators, vacuum equipments, then switches and all those things. Then we have the solenoid walls also, so we are interested in solenoid walls. So let's check out the solenoid walls. Now as soon as you go in the solenoid wall, you have different parameters like select from applicable air cylinder size, right? So if you know the speed, the required speed, then we have a manifold type, we have a piping specification, so you can go any of these. Let's now just select the speed. Let's say the speed of your actuator is 100 mm per second. Now you have selected the speed is 100 mm per second, so now it will show all the series which are suitable, then what are the applicable cylinder sizes for 100 mm per second or lesser speed. So you must keep in mind that this chart is for speed of 100 mm per second. Now SJ, we have the CV factor, the applicable cylinder. SJ you can go with let's say SJ 2000 series, then SJ 3000 series up to 25 bore cylinder, right? Then they have here the power consumption also and the connection sizes available for the cylinder, right? So this is a summarized form for the walls. You can see then again they have mentioned the power consumption in wattage and the thread piping and the fittings, that means the which tube size you can attach, that have been mentioned over here in summarized form. So this is also very helpful, right? And then the main wall seal method, that the rubber seal is there, and again you will find out there is a metal seal option. So this is the metal seal option. So again with the help of metal seal you can check out. So this is for say 100 mm per second speed. Now here you can see the conditions and then a graph mentioned over here. So the cylinder size and the cylinder average speed graph is mentioned over here, right? So this is a summarized form. Now let's check out what else we have. The pressure and the piping length, all the parameters they have mentioned for that. Now let's say I want higher speed, let's say 300 mm per second. As soon as you select the 300 per mm second speed, you can see that the changes in the graph. Now the SJ series you can go up to 16 mm bore only. In the previous case you can go up to 25. So this is the difference you can check out. Now let's say 500 mm per second. As soon as you select 500 second, now you can see the SJ series you can go up to a 6 mm bore size cylinder only. You cannot go for 20 mm bore size with SJ series where the speed is 500 mm per second. So this is how it gives a summarized form and a easy selection. You can say you can quickly select some series if you don't know which series you should go for. And as soon as you click on the series, let's say the SY series, you can see with SY series you can go with the higher bore cylinders with the higher speed. So this is the difference between SJ and SY series. You can just graphically see that, right? And now let's check out the other forms. If I select the manifold type, let's say if I select a manifold type, so it will give you the information about the manifold type, what are the types of manifold and which are the compliant series. Let's say connector, connection manifold, we have D sub connector, the flat ribbon, multi connector. So these are some of the electrical related parameters. Some times the customer specifically mention these things, so at the time we should know that which type of series we should go for. So at the time this is very helpful, right? So this is from the manifold type, right? So let's see the other selection criteria. What else we have? We have the another type is the piping specification. Let's select body ported. As soon as you select the body ported, again it will show what are the types with base, upright piping, vertical type, then the other without base, what are the types, what are the series, what are the compliant series for those type. So this is how we can get a summarized information right? And this is not only the information. As soon as you click on some of the series, now let's say I want SY series, it will get opened directly. And here now you have a lot of options. You can get a CAD model, you can have a manual manifold, you have digital catalog, and the summarized information over here, the series and their flow rate characteristics have been mentioned over here. So on that basis you can select the wall series. So you can directly download the CAD data. You can have a you can go to the features and you can check out the features. You can check out the working principle. As soon as you click on the working principle, it directly goes to the video, so you can see what are the parameters, what is the meaning of the different types. So you can check out this video also. So this is a very important tool available, uh, and it is just in a summarized form. So if you want to select the wall in say lesser time, you can just use this tool, and this is freely available on the site. So you can use it. So this is it. This is all about the online selection tool. So this is it guys, for the today's session, and I hope you liked the video. And if you have any doubts, please do write into the comment section. Until then, keep intro making. Thank you for the patient listening. Thank you.